Dialectical behavior therapy, or DBT, is a heavily researched and scientific approach to improve your mental health. It's an evolved form of cognitive behavior therapy, or CBT. The foundation is that when you change your thoughts, feelings, and actions, over time you will change as well. It uses practical life skills and mindfulness to change your perception on the events happening around you and accepting things as they are. I've gone through a lot of changes since when I first started making videos in 2013. Imagine having so many thoughts going through your head, and you need to share them. I needed to share things about my personal life as well as how I can help other people. However, the largest problem for me was that I felt like my thoughts were being read by others. Any thought I had was being projected for everyone to hear. So I made the decision to not hide myself and put these thoughts out there. Why keep them a secret when everyone already knew what they were? Over the years, I made a lot of progress at learning skills to manage depression, anxiety, paranoia, trauma, and even self-destructive actions that stemmed from self-hatred and past abuse. The therapist I had was very helpful, but I still needed to be the one that was dedicated to see any progress. This took many years, and I'm still working on things to this day. However, I got through it, despite being a mess to navigate. You can too, but you may be unsure where to begin. You may lack discipline and motivation, and the skills you need to learn may seem daunting and prevent you from actually learning proper coping mechanisms. This is where an amazing company known as Therahive steps in. They give you the education, structure, and tools necessary to start understanding the reasons why you react the way that you do and how you can have better control over it. They educate you with scientifically proven practices that can and will change the way you perceive the world and get better control over your emotional response. In addition, they really drill down deep into vital skills that are helpful in everyday scenarios, with detailed examples so you can truly understand the problem and the skill to resolve that problem. And they have group sessions to help connect with like-minded individuals to put the skills to use and share what you've learned. They make it super easy to learn. It's not just reading walls of text and trying to implement them into your life. Rather, it's a hands-on, interactive approach that makes you feel accomplished and like you're actually learning something valuable. They also have you look back at your progress after you've completed a module to see how far you've come. You can see improvements in just a few weeks, so it's important to keep up with it, reflect back, and see how much you've changed. After I checked out their courses, I began to realize that many of the techniques I was using during my healing journey was DBT skills, but I never had a name for it. Therahive gave me the resources to not just put a name on some of the techniques I was already doing, but also exploring them in greater detail and even giving me new skills that have changed my perspective. It was like when you're putting together a puzzle and most of it is there and built, but you're missing a few pieces. Everything started to connect once I learned more about DBT. If you're serious about your mental health and want to see improvements and you're unsure where to go or how to navigate this space, give them a try and see how it goes. Even if you lack discipline and commitment, you may find it easier than you thought to put your mental health first and actually change what has been troubling you all these years.